Alright, here we are on the flight to Galapagos. We are a few days behind on recording this episode for you guys. We started the trip on the 22nd. It's now the 26th, so we're on about day 4, but we're catching up on the pod. We're still on day 0/day 1. So we're just going to mainly talk about day 1 in this pod today. It's going to be quick, just a few minutes. A couple quick questions for you guys prepared. And yeah, let's start.
How are you feeling now that you have began the adventure?
So going into the whole thing, we kind of thought, oh, it'll just be a couple days of Rick buying a bike and preparing, like maybe getting a board rack and getting a board. We thought maybe 2 or 3 days max, but that quickly turned into 2 full weeks. So we were really being patient. We had to go to Piura, and then the whole passport scenario. If you guys listened to episode 0, you already know. So it just felt that much better to finally get on the road. So much anticipation, and yeah, it felt like a weight was lifted, and it just felt so free from society, free from being stuck at Segundo's house, free in so many different ways. Ricky boy, how about for you?
You read my answers.
Anything to add? Or should we just ask the next question for you?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Just ready to start, ready to begin the quest, I would say. So the feeling was joyful, and I was ready.
On to the next question. I'll ask you this one.
Sure.
You can answer first.
Okay.
After completing the first day of riding, how does your bike feel?
My bike feels really good. It is strong. It's got a lot of power. It's capable. It can handle all types of terrain, rocks, loose gravel, dirt, streets, everything. So it's really good. It takes the weight of my backpack that's stocked full to the brim. Takes it very nicely, and I'm happy with it.
For me, just leaving the driveway, I was really worried because my front tire had a ton of wobble. I almost thought that we weren't even going to be able to leave. It was that bad. I was out of control, both arms shaking back and forth. But after making it down the road, I kind of adjusted to it and realized that I had to just fight against that wobble. I thought my tire was going to like fall off because my bike was so loaded up. But it was a really good test day, because the terrain that we took the bikes on off the very beginning in Lobitos was rocky, bumpy, dusty. It was not proper road. It was definitely a dirt back road, and there was one point where it was like a speed bump and sand, and I nearly fell. It was like a 50-50 chance of falling, I'd say, but luckily I revved through and powered through and didn't tip over, and made it through the test day. Yeah, if you can complete one day, you can complete a week. If you can complete a week, you can complete a month. If you can complete a month, we can complete our whole journey. So it was a really good test off-roading, and yeah, I'm feeling really confident after the first day with my bike. Definitely got used to it and ready for more.
Did you have any drops?
Yes, I had a drop. My first drop on day 1 was... Where was that? You had the drop. You had the drop on the beach.
And you had the drop when you just tipped over. Where was that? You didn't have a tip drop on the day 1, did you?
I did. See, we're already forgetting. That's why we can't fall behind on this pod. Let's talk about your drop.
No, you had the drop in Tumbes, in the traffic area.
That was day 1?
Yeah.
When I yelled and then the guys helped me?
Yeah.
That was day 1.
Yeah.
Jeez, it seems like a long time ago. Yeah, I was in heavy traffic after I had just gotten...
hectic traffic.
I had just gotten grazed by a semi-truck. Or no, I got grazed slightly after the drop. There was a bunch of tuk-tuks on both sides of me. Huge traffic, and I just tipped over.
slow motion tip. I couldn't do anything. I was right behind him, and yeah, but it was a smooth tip over a fall. Just a little.
Onto my boards. My board bag cushioned me, and I think my boards were fine.
Yeah.
Your drop?
Yeah, I had a drop in the sand. There was an area where the road was closed. When we were driving the coastal route, dirt road, along the ocean, along the coast.
Dodging a closed road.
We had to go, this road was closed, but we already made it pretty far down it. So instead of turning back, we decided to hit the beach. And right in the beginning of the beach path, it was really dry, really
light, deep sand.
Yeah, light, deep sand, and my front tire just kind of got stuck. I was going a little bit slow, and it kind of washed out, and I had just a little teeter over myself. No damage.
What do you mean, no damage?
To me.
Oh.
My my handlebar bent up 90 degrees. I was able to push it, like bend it back into almost its original position, but could not. And so, but we were able to continue along the beach and back onto the road and continue trekking forward. So it was okay. Our drops were okay the first day.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Nothing major.
What was the high and low for the first day there, Christopher?
For me, yeah, that sunset. Just riding by the ocean and seeing the sun drop. It was a really nice, beautiful sunset on the ocean, and we were driving right along the water. So that was probably one of my highs. And then a low was for me saying goodbye to Segundo and Paula, our good friends in Lobitos, who housed us for 2 weeks. I've known them for about 3 years now, and they've held my bike for me for that entire time. And yeah, they've become really good friends. I surf with them, we get dinner together, and yeah, I'm not sure when I'll see them again, so that was a sad moment.
For me, yeah, I was happy to meet them, so it wasn't as sad to see them, to depart from them, because our relationship was short and sweet. I think something sadder for me personally was I left a pair of pants at the tailor's, an old lady that was gonna fix my pants. I had them for riding, and they were gonna come in handy in rough terrain, but I left them with the tailor, and she said she's gonna have them fixed the next day, but we ended up leaving in the morning. So, adios.
And one high?
Oh, and one high, the beach ride was, so right after my tip over on the dry, fluffy sand, we got onto the wet, hard sand right as the water's touching it, and the surf break almost, and making that little cruise right after I bent the handlebar back into place. That was really awesome. Another high for me was just getting on the road and starting the trek, starting the adventure.
Yeah, I had some moments where I was just looking around and just so happy and present, because we're living our dream right then and there, doing exactly what we want to do. So it felt good to be on the road. Alright guys, thanks a lot. We're gonna keep it short.
Riders out.
Riders out.